What's going on, guys? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and I have another Fallout 4 news update for you. Although if you're a Fallout fan, this is probably quite disheartening news for us. So anyways, this particular piece of news is about an interview which was conducted by Rock Paper Shotgun, who I've never heard of in my life, but it was just a small interview, and they were interviewing game director of Bethesda, Todd Howard. Now, there is a few comments which he's made about Skyrim, about PC gaming in general, but he's made one particular quote, which I want to put on the screen right now so you can have a look for yourself, which is quite pertinent with regards to Fallout 4. And this particular quote goes as follows: "We don't have a time frame for our next game announcement. I think it's going to be a while. We've gotten fairly used to all of the questions and curiosity over the years. Everyone wants information. Right now, we're just trying to figure out which of our ideas are going to stick and finding an appropriate time to talk about it." So in my personal opinion, these comments aren't really too surprising. If you've watched my last videos about Fallout 4, I've anticipated a late 2014 announcement and a 2015 release for the game. And the reason for that is that I don't really believe that Bethesda is one to announce a game a year in advance and then, have a year of people speculating even further about the game, and over that time, the hype will essentially die down. Probably the smartest business decision for Bethesda in that kind of position is to be like, hey, let's only make the announcement maybe several months or so before the game is actually going to be released, because that's all part of the marketing. Nobody's interest is going to fizzle out over that long period. It would be kind of silly, in my opinion, for them to announce the game now, which everybody wants, let's be honest, but as I said, it's not the smartest business decision. They will probably make an announcement closer to the date where they expect, to be releasing the game. Certainly not 1+ years in advance. And as I said, that's assuming it's going to be a 2015 release. I've heard some rumors and speculations about a potential 2016 release, but I think that's rather pushing it, bearing in mind that last year, as I reported in my last video, that's when they said Bethesda was moving on to their next big project. And if you look at the time frame which it took to actually build Fallout 3, that took 3 years. It then took 2 years to create, or for Obsidian at least, to create Fallout New Vegas. Now, whether they're going to be completely overhauling the next gen game engine, because obviously Bethesda have not created a game for next gen yet, but they've created it, very high quality for PC, so I don't think the transition is going to be too bad. But in my personal opinion, I think a 2 to 3 year time from last year's announcement, when they said, hey, we're going to put all of our resources, all of our efforts into our next big project, is quite realistic. So a 2015 release, which is a 2-year development cycle, I could see that happening. Also bearing in mind that they had begun work on that next project, whatever it was, before that time frame. They just didn't have everybody in the development studio working on that title. It was only in April 2013 where everybody started to work on it, because they had started to move on from their support for the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. So whilst this is disheartening news, put it into context, I can understand why he would make a comment like this, and to be honest, it's completely unsurprising for me. I expect to hear some official news with regards to Fallout 4 later this year, and I could be wrong about that, but that's just my personal opinion. I would love to hear your opinion about that, so please put those in the comments below, and until next time, guys, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself and keep fighting the good fight.